If a bird can achieve happiness by non-attachment to his nest, so we should also have a chance to achieve happiness in this material world. And the key of this happiness seems to be non-attachment. There are different kinds of attachments. Attachment to persons, to things, to animals, to places, like the nest of the bird, to work, to the gunas. As long as we are attached to the world, we cannot surrender to the divine. You see, in August 2008, we were in Springen. We were living in a rented house in the village down. The center was not yet habitable. First we have to renovate, to take out all the old stuff. And after all removals, I took also my old stuff, the furniture from the family heritage, and I put it in the garage of the center. As Guruji had a room, he needed to put his clothes in something, because it was only in suitcases. So I proposed to bring him a small antique dresser of my grandmother, who was in the garage. And in the morning I brought the dresser and Swami put his things inside the drawer. I had some apprehension to see the dresser in mahogany damage. So the next day, Swami brought a small pot of honey from the kitchen of the temple. As the pot was sticky, he washed it and put it dripping with water on the chests of the drawers. And seeing this, I took a rag and whipped the pot and the water from the chest of the drawers, explaining if we do not immediately wipe the water, it will make a task that will not go away, because these antique furniture are delicate. And Guruji says, "Oh, excuse me for damaging your furniture." I replied to him, "It's not mine, but the one of my grandmother." And Guruji said, "She's dead, or you think she's going to pick up it?" I said, "No, she's dead, long ago." So Guruji said, "So she will not use it?" "No, definitely not." And Guruji said, "You can take back your piece of furniture, I don't want it." And he asked me, "Is that how you are detached from your belonging as a Swami?" I didn't answer. I took a plank and laid it on the furniture, laying the jar of honey on it. But Swami took the pot of honey and put it in another furniture, saying, "So it will not damage your piece of furniture. This one will be ruined." So I returned to my room thinking, putting water spots on the old furniture that destroyed it. But Guruji has for sure a good reason to act like this. This is something else. So I was inspecting myself, and so this fear that I had to destroy this furniture, where does it come from? So my mother was very attached to this thing. And if now it had been destroyed, I would have been sad. So this attachment to these old things was very strong in the family. And that attachment had been transmitted to me also. And I thought I am free from all these things. So I said to myself, let this piece of furniture be destroyed. I don't care about this dresser. He can destroy it if he wants. And now this furniture is in the sacristy. No, not in the sacristy, in the sanctorum of the church. I was thinking, so crying for God, it's fine, but crying for a furniture, never. I go back to Guruji's room and to bring him paper later. And he said to me, you can take back your furniture, I don't want it. I'll go to get another one. Like that, your furniture will not be destroyed and damaged. I answered, but it's not my furniture. But you inherited from your grandmother, he said. It's yours. No, it's not my furniture, I said. It's Bhakti Marga's one. It's not mine. So, seeing my answer, Guruji changed from topic of the conversation. Apparently he was satisfied with my answer. And in another tone he told about the program of the day. So, you see, the test was completed. And he just pointed out this attachment that I had inside of me and who was not conscious. 1 year later, Guruji was on the phone Monday morning. He was in pyjama, sitting in front of the laptop on the old secretary. I brought him his cup of tea. So for a fraction of a second, I was wondering where to put it because there was nothing to put under the cup of tea. I hesitated for a short moment to put it on the furniture without protection. Guruji made an annoyed gesture telling me finally to put the cup down. So I did it and went to take the shower. And in the shower, my mind was wondering, why was he so angry? Did I do something wrong? And then I remember this dialogue from 1 year before about this furniture. And this gesture, what he made, just concerned this attachment, this fixation, dating from the childhood, on this thing of the family, that I should completely detach. The source of attachments are very of different kind. It can be samskaras, habits from previous life, habits that we created ourselves, or habits that we got from our parents, or habits created by the society. But what is attachment? So attachment is a bondage, where we are related to. We are attached like a rope to this. Where is this attachment? This attachment is in the mind, just in our mind. It's created by the mind. So, and if the mind creates this attachment, so the mind could also cut it. And the mind should have the power of it. But the problem is that we identify ourselves with this mind. So this bond, this rope binds us and we cannot move from it. You know, like in India, they have, when the elephant is small, they bind it to, in the stall with a thin rope. And when the elephant grows, they use always a thin rope to bind it. So the elephant could break it easily, but he is so used to it that he thinks this rope is unbreakable and he stays in the stable. So if the problem is our identification with the mind, the solution will be in distancing ourselves from this mind and about the non-identification to this mind. So you see, the biggest attachment that we have is the attachment to our mind, our feelings and our thoughts. Because when we have some feelings, we believe firmly that these feelings is us. This is all created by this mind. And as we are spiritual advanced people, we have heard or read that we are the soul, but still we have this identification with this mind, and this functions automatically. You know, when it happens in life, where by some happening in the outside, you have a feeling of injustice which arises in us. That's an automatic program which begins to run inside of us. The mind creates 100 good reasons to prove us that we are right, that our feeling is right, that our vision is true, and our thoughts are the right one. So it's like when the guru criticizes you, then as you identify with your mind, you think, "Ah, he's criticizing me." No, in reality, he criticizes just you, the action. But the mind is thinking, the feeling that the mind produces and the action that you are then doing. So then the mind thinks, oh, I am not treated correctly at my true value. It's like this story of a man who was drinking coffee in a cup in the office, and somebody from behind pushed him and the coffee fall on the floor. Now the question is, why there is coffee on the floor? It's not because somebody pushed him. It is because there was coffee in the cup. If he had tea or milk in the cup, then there will be tea or milk on the floor. It means that in life we will be always pushed right and left. Always. There is not something that we think, oh, my way is straight. No, it's always up and down, right, left. This is the way that God is treating us so that we learn something. We have to take care what we put inside this cup, inside this mind. If we put anger, anger will come out. If we put love, then love will come out. This is important to see what we feed our mind with. We can feed our mind with negativity, and then do you think the result, what will come out, will be positive? No. Our mind is programmed on the mood, what I think is the best. My feeling cannot be wrong. And just this thought, are my feelings wrong, doesn't come up, because we have this automatic program which is running already, comforting us in our vision and the perception of the situation. Jai Gurudev.